Hi, I'm designer Jen Gallacher. Welcome to a Just Ask Jen video, hosted by Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine. Today we're going to create this layout. I'm going to walk you through the steps for creating file folder tabs. You can see them along the bottom of the layout here. Let's get started. So before we get started, let's take a look at the Happy Day collection. There's some fun things in here to allow you to make a lot of DIY and fun projects. There are these metal clips, and they are made to coordinate with this garland. It includes both little paper clips and it has twine as well as these photos. You can see you can create a garland with it, but you can also use the clips I just showed you. There is this paper tape, and there's 3 yards of 2 of them and 4 yards of 1 of them. It includes a floral, a pink polka dot, and a blue floral. Enamel dots in both a large, a medium, and a small size. 2 different thickers. One has a beautiful floral to it, and then one may not show up on camera, but it is actually a brown wood grain. It's not just a brown. So there's 2 different ones to choose from. And then these are their frames, and you can see that there's traditional Polaroid shapes, there's tags, and then there's these fun photo strip frames. So a lot of frames to choose from. They are made from paper and are die cut. These are the phrases stickers, and they have icons, double-sided. Lots of selfie, just kind of an everyday look to the collection. These are some additional icons, Instagram, photo kind of things, shoes for walking, things that you might do every day. Love this one, sleeping in today. Then here's the pattern paper in this collection. There is bikes and a green stripe. These are little 2 by 2 inch squares that can be cut apart. They also have longer phrases as well as pennants that can be cut. A Sudoku, is that how you say that? It's a fun mathematical paper on the back. A newspaper clipping. Beautiful blue tone-on-tone dot. Crossword puzzle. A blue chevron. A gorgeous wood grain with pizzas on the back. Flowers with an orange. A different floral pattern with a green on the back, and these have rich saturated colors. 3 by 4 cut apart cards with a to-do list on the back. Dice, orange chevron, a pink dot with little emojis on the back, a hello phrase, and then kind of a gray hatch on the back. So let's go ahead and make our project. So let's start with how we created the file tabs. First of all, I want to show you what it looks like when it's finished. You'll notice that I cut one from green, orange, and brown. You'll also notice that the depths vary, and I'm going to cover that bottom piece with something else. Now, to create this look, you either need a digital die cut that has a file folder tab, or a manual die cut that does the same thing, or you could simply cut a piece of paper and use a tab punch and attach it to the top. Now, this particular die is called File Tabs. It's a Tim Holtz Alterations die from Sizzix. It's been around for a while, and it simply has markings, which you probably can't see on camera, but it basically creates either a file tab on the side or a file tab in the middle. But you'll notice that the die is shorter than the width of the paper. And what it does is it has lines that basically run off the side of the die so that I can place the paper any way I want, and that will put the file cabinet, or rather the file folder tab, anywhere along the paper that I so desire. Now, I do suggest that you use a little bit of tape and tape it in place when you're running it through your die cut machine, or if you're using a digital die cut machine, you can move the tab to cut it on the part of the paper that you want to cut. So this is how you get file folder shapes. Now, to give them a more authentic look, I printed some word strips out on white cardstock, and I've trimmed them to fit. So if you have phrase stickers in the collection you are using, which this one does not, or you can create your own. You could even write on white or cream or off-white paper if you wanted to, but this creates that file folder effect. And I like this for boy pages. I even use it on girl pages quite a bit, but that office supply look is just a great look to have on any page. So here's what they look like when they're all assembled. Now let's go ahead and place this at the bottom of the page. Anytime you want to add some secondary journaling to a page, this is a great technique to use. And then just to cover up the places where the pattern papers don't match, I'm going to overlap it with some of that gray cardstock, or rather pattern paper. So you can see it just creates a fun dimensional item on your page. So file tabs are a great way to add additional and secondary journaling to your page. Now at the top here, I'm going to take one of the strips that I cut from the 2 by 2 inch square sheets, and you'll see that it is a long piece. You'll also see that they've suggested, which I'm going to follow, that you can cut these out to create pendant pieces. And you can cut them until you get them exactly as you want. You could also cut the edges off so it's a little bit thinner, but this just gives you a fun pendant on that one piece of paper. So place this in the upper left corner. Then I'm going to take a sticker from the sticker sheet. It is a word sticker, and I'm going to wrap some crochet twine right around the sticker a couple of times, and then I'm going to place it on top of the orange sticker, and then we'll tie it into a bow. You can wrap fibers and twine around stickers, and then I'll just use my fingers until that twine is nice and taut, and I'll trim off any extras. And then this entire layout is about weekends and sleeping in, so I'm going to use this sticker here at the top. Now down here at the bottom, we're going to create a cluster of different items. First, I'm going to take this frame that says "This is the Life," and I've already pre-cut a photo that will fit perfectly inside. To do so, all you need to do is measure the width, and you want to make sure that your photo covers the back enough so that when you add adhesive, it sticks together. If all you do is place a photo inside, then you wouldn't be able to stick the frame on top. You'd simply need to stick the frame down and then place the photo inside. So let's add some adhesive. And I don't add a lot, I just add enough that it will hold to the photo, and then once I have the photo placed, then I come back and add some additional adhesive. So now I can add a little bit more adhesive. All right, we're going to place this down in the right corner. And then before we place it all the way down, I'm going to take this tab sticker that says Sunday. That's a good day to sleep in, I think. And I'm going to place it behind the photo. And then to the top of the photo, I've taken one of the tag frames and I trimmed off just this top piece. And then I added some crochet twine to it because I didn't want to place the entire tag behind. I like the rest of it and I don't want to waste it. So yes, I am using pink on a boy layout, and that's perfectly fine. And then to the bottom of this frame, I'm going to add some stickers, to which I've added some adhesive foam dots to give it some shadow. The first one says, "I can't get out of bed." And the second one, which also has adhesive foam dots on the back, says, "Just 5 more minutes." So I love the tongue-in-cheek stickers in this collection. They're fun. All right, for the next frame, I have the Hello tag frame. And again, this gives you an idea of what this pink frame originally looked like. And again, I have a photo that will be placed beneath, and I've pre-cut it to fit. So let's add some adhesive to it. And then we just want to make sure we frame that perfectly. And then I can come back and add additional adhesive. And I'm going to place it right along the left edge of the first frame. Like I mentioned, we're creating a cluster. And then I have this journaling card, which I cut from the 3x4 journaling cards, and it says "Things Not to Do This Weekend." And I marked the wake up early, and then talked about how my little guy was my best sleeper. He's quite a bit older than he is in the picture here. And we're going to place this one kind of at a diagonal. Then to the bottom of the Hello tag frame, we're going to add this phrase sticker that says #sleeping in today. And when we place it, we want to center it on the bottom, but we don't want to cover any of the journaling on either of our other elements. And then right below that, I've added a sticker that has adhesive foam dots, and it says, "Remember that" in orange. Trying to bring in some of those orange embellishments. And then we have the wonderful enamel dots, so we can bring in some additional color to the page. And I always like to add just a little cluster. And then for a title, I have some die cuts that I have cut with my silhouette machine. And I've cut some from the pattern paper, such as this blue dot. And I cut the word nap from that, just using a nice big block font. And I'm kind of sticking them behind the tabs. I just want to make sure that you can still read the hashtag word. And they can be a little bit skewed so they're not perfect. That kind of fits a little boy page. And then I have a die cut that says time, which I've cut from orange cardstock. Lots of adhesive to that. And again, we'll just kind of place it slightly behind. And then I have a little dot for the eye, and I'm going to use a glue pen to adhere that. And I just used a cursive font and I welded it together. But I love the way the title sticks up beneath that tabbed bottom at the end. Thank you for joining me for this Just Ask Jen video. Be sure to take a minute and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of our tutorial videos. Look for additional videos coming soon.